If you want to learn how I turned this to this, from this, then stay tuned.
Share, comment, subscribe, like, or dislike to my channel, please. Share, comment, subscribe, like, or dislike to my channel, please. Don't forget to hit the bell because you will never know when I come out with another video. Share, comment, subscribe, like, or dislike to my channel, please. Share, comment, subscribe, like, or dislike to my channel, please. Don't forget to hit the bell because you will never know when I come out with another video. Don't forget to hit the bell because you will never know when I come out with another video. Share, comment.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to try to show you how to make a backdrop out of cardboard. Today I'm going to explain to you how I done it and what all steps I went through to do it. I'm sorry I didn't talk it through the video because the process took so long and I was doing a trial and error. I was learning as I go at the same time. I did show pieces and parts of what I done, so I hope you enjoy that part. But right now I'm going to talk through it and explain to you what all I done and how did I do it to make this. Excuse this part right here because I haven't finished that part just yet because this one took so long and I got a little discouraged. But if y'all can leave some comments down below and tell me what color should I make this, or should I leave it this color, or should I design it, or what type of design should I make this as. And if you like it is, just leave a comment down below say you like it. If you don't, leave a comment down below say you don't like it. It's not for everyone. This is a cheap way, at least I thought it was. It's a cheap way to go to make a backdrop if you don't want to buy one. Because if you got cardboard around the house, all you have to do is just use some glue and some paper and a little paint. Or glue and paper. It all depends on how you want it. Some people use stick-on, just like wallpaper, that peel and stick wallpaper. You might can use that instead of the glue and paper. But I thought it would be best if I just use glue and paper and try to make the cardboard a little steady so it won't be so flimsy. So if you have any ideas, what color should I make this and what design should I put it as, leave a comment down below. Let me know something. But right now, I'm going to talk you through what I done. First off, when I started, I used this paper. I'm hoping you can see. I used this paper because I love this paper. It's cheaper. But as I was going, I realized the cardboard was still a little flimsy. So I wanted something a little steady. What I did was I tore the paper like this, all around the edges. I tore it and I glued it on all over the cardboard. Then I ended up using this paper because it's a little thicker, costs a little more, but it's a little thicker and it made the cardboard to the consistency that I wanted. A little more steady. It wasn't so flimsy, and as the glue dried, it made the cardboard more manageable.
I use the Mod Podge hard coat to seal it, but you don't have to use the hard coat. You can use any Mod Podge that you feel and choose that you want to. I only used that one because I thought it will harden the cardboard and make it manageable for me.
I used this glue to glue the paper on. I think I explained it through the video how that I did it, but I'm gonna explain it to you again. I pour this in a container with a top to it, and then as I'm pouring it, I pour all of it in the container, and then I fill this up with water. Then I pour it in there with the glue. Then I stir it up real good. Because I think the glue pretty thick, but I only do it to make it more, just a little more runny and a little more manageable for me. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like it, leave a comment down below. Tell me, what do you think? Is this something that you would try to do for yourself? Or is something you don't like? I mean, it's not for everyone. And I understand if you don't like it, because I know it's not for everyone. So, do you like it or not? If you do, leave a comment. If you don't, leave a comment. Tell me, what color should I make this? Or should I leave it this color? Should I design it? Should I make it something else? Tell me what you think. What would you do if you was making this for you? Okay, before I get started, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. This is the box I have. You can use any box that you choose to, but this is the kind I just happen to have on me at the moment. But I'm going to cut it up to the size I need to get it to where I want it and how I want it. I'm going to show you bit by piece. I'm going to show you piece by piece what I do and step by step how I do it. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, before I even get started, I paint it. I paint it with waterproof paint, and I use the foam brush to paint it on there. And this is the paint I'm using at the moment. I just add a little Mod Podge glue inside of the paint, and I painted 2 coats with the foam brush. I paint 2 coats with the foam brush. And then I let it dry. Then after it dry, then I put 2 more coats of Mod Podge glue on top of that. But you don't have to. You don't have to go through the paint part if you got a thicker box. But I only do this because once I put the paper on, and the moisture that's in the glue and the water that I'm using, it's gonna get inside the box. I don't want the box to get too moist, too wet. So I try to add this, and I'm hoping that this going to stop it from getting too wet. I'm hoping that this gonna protect it and make my job a lot easier. So let's get started. And what I do is I tear some papers around the sides, and I just glue it on here. I just use regular printer paper because I'm gonna go over it with a different type of paper, and I'm just using this to make the cardboard a little stronger. So it'll be up. Okay. When I glue the paper down, this is what I use. What I do is I pour this in a container. You can pour it in any container as long as it have a top to it. And I pour this whole thing in a container. And then I fill this up once I pour the glue out. I fill this up with water. And then I pour that water in with the glue. And I stir it up real good. And I use it that way. It don't hurt the glue. But what it will do is make the glue more manageable to work with and more easy to glue your paper down. I like to dry fit it first before I put the glue on, so it make it easier on me once I put the glue on. I like to mark it with the glue so I know where the paper stop. So I know where to glue the spot at. So I won't put too much glue. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I try to tap it and you wipe it very gentle. side down here. See right here on this one, I add more than one right here because it got an opening. And I gotta make sure that the paper don't tear. I like this method. I tried it first a different way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you cut all your pieces the way you want it. I cut mine like this. It's a little uneven, but, and then I painted it, but I don't think you really have to paint it because then I realized the water's still gonna soak through, or the glue's still gonna soak through this cardboard. So I paint it with the waterproof paint. I don't really think you have to, unless you just want to. It all depends on what look you're trying to go for, and what kind of paper you put on it. But I don't think you really have to paint it if you don't really want to. And you cut it, your board to the length you want it, and then you glue paper on it. I take some plain white printer paper and I glue it on here. I showed you what kind of glue I use.
if you make it big like I have, you need to get some paper and glue with them splits. You see with them splits that connect together at? You need to get some paper and glue those together to make it as one. I'm sorry about the volume, but for some reason my volume went out on my device that day. But what I was saying is the reason for the paper behind it is because when I glued them together, I didn't want them to get stuck to the wall. I prefer them to get stuck to the paper than the wall. So I put the paper behind it to protect the wall.